This quote was on my tea bag. I drink yogi tea, and um, every day there's a quote on the bag. And today was, "Smiling is the most basic kind of peace work. Beautiful and easy and free. Smiling is the most basic kind of peace work." So maybe as you are lying here breathing, you could just take the teeniest, tiniest smile on your face. And just notice how that feels. There's a meditation sometimes, a guided meditation that we do. And the meditation in half. We'll do part at the beginning of class here, and then we'll do the other part at the end before Shavasana. And basically, it's just me guiding you through the body. We'll go from the toes to the crown of our head, and it's an opportunity to check in, to bring awareness into your body, and kind of step out of your morning and just show up right here on your mat. So you'll breathe and you'll bring awareness. We'll start with the big toes, noticing your big toes and just taking an in breath and an out breath. Awareness on your ankles, calves, knees, mid thighs, base of your spine, navel center, breathing in, breathing out, heart center, your throat, your smile, the space between your eyebrows, the top of your forehead, the crown of your head, your whole body. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. You can bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. You might let your smile drop down into your heart. You can keep it there, or you can use it throughout your practice. Let's send some goodness out into the world from our hearts outward. And release your hands. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Can be still or gently rock side to side. You can keep your pillows where they are, or you can take them out, but we'll take the left leg out onto the mat and keep the right leg hugging in. If you want a little bit more this morning, you can hover the left leg, but we're just starting. So notice if you're like, yes, I need more. I need to do it all right now. Right leg hugging in, left leg straight out. If that feels too much, of course, bend your left leg. Bring your awareness to your right ankle, and we'll circle. We'll switch direction. Let your foot rest. Hold the right knee and circle the whole right leg. Now, you might use one hand or two. You're just taking a few circles in each direction. So we're actually talking to the hip joint by moving the leg around here. Make sure you switch directions. And then release. Right leg out. Hug your left leg in. Opportunity, if you want, to hover the right leg. Bring awareness to your left ankle, and we'll make some circles. Switching direction. And let your foot rest. Hold the left leg, one hand or two, circling the left leg. Switching direction. And releasing both legs out. Reach both arms up and over. Take a whole body breath. Fill all the way up. And maybe audible exhale. If you need to let go of something, make some noise. Bend your knees and remove the cushions. And you may like to get rid of your pillow as well as we do some bridging. I have socks on. Make sure if you do that you're not slipping. So for the bridge, you want to have a strong foundation, your feet down into your mat. And we'll add an extra breath in today's bridge, which will be so fun. So connect through your heels, press down. On your inhale, lift your hips strong in the buttocks. Let your arms float up and over. Stay up for your exhale. Stay up for your inhale. And then lower down on your exhale. We'll do that a few times. Inhaling up, arms floating. Exhale, staying up. Inhale, staying up. Lower down on your exhale. Everything comes down. Inhale, lift. Push through the heels. Stay up for your exhale. Stay up for your inhale. Lower down, exhale. Take a few more on your own. Finish the one you're on and take one more or rest. And when you finish, hug both knees in. Take your left leg out, and then you'll switch. Left leg in, right leg out. Back and forth. You can keep the straight leg hovering or let it land each time. What do you need today? I'm always giving suggestions. More is not always better. In fact, most of the time, more is just more. So we're working from the center, right? We're feeling some heat or some engagement in our core, in our abdominals. You might have your low back pressing down, or you may have the natural curve in your low back. Feel where you feel strong. And if you would like, you can add the arms. One arm reaches and one leg reaches. Doesn't matter which one. It's your body, your pattern. Maybe it's the opposite reaching, and maybe it's the same side. And maybe you prefer to hug the leg with your hands. Breathing and switching back and forth. Just 3,012 more. When you feel this heat created in your center, you can decide to stop and rest, and that's a beautiful choice. Or you can do a few more. More is more. All right, can we maybe find one more each leg? And release. Stretch your whole body out. Long arms, long legs. Big inhale. And big exhale. Arms by your sides. You can, of course, add your pillow back in at any time. And we'll thread the needle. Left leg on top. Oh, hello, hips. You can keep your right foot down or you draw the legs in. And if you would like to hold the back of your right thigh, then you can take a little hamstring opportunity here. The back of the right leg as you straighten and bend. Have your right leg bent. Let's release the arms and press the legs together. Hold the shape of the legs. Press the left leg into the right, and the right leg presses back into the left. Hips are working and stretching at the same time. It's a wonderful combo platter. We're building a little strength and still using the core to hold the legs. One more breath. And we'll switch sides. Right leg on top. You can leave your left foot down if that's plenty today. Or you draw the legs in, maybe hold behind your left leg so you can straighten and bend a few times. And one more if you're straightening and bending. And consider releasing your arms, pressing the legs together, smiling, working the hips, pressing right leg into the left, left leg into the right. 2 more breaths. And release. Left leg comes on top. So thread the needle shape. We're going to take some bridges like this, maybe just 3. Notice your pelvis. You have a hip bone on each side, on the front, the ones that you hit on the countertop that really are owie. Those you'll want to stay even. But because one leg is up, the pelvis will want to shift. Do your best to stay strong and even. Press your arms down, press your right foot down, and lift up into a bridge. The buttocks is active, strong, and then lower back down. Just thinking about it counts. Intention counts. Lifting and lowering. One leg is doing a lot of the work now, most of it. Breathing, lifting, breathing, lowering. Let's try one more magical single leg bridge. And then switch legs. Right leg on top. Notice, feel, bring your awareness to those hip bones. Again, they're called your ASIS. They have a fancy name. Anterior superior iliac spine. I mean, really? Hip bones, people. Press down and lift up, trying to keep the pelvis neutral and then lower. The buttocks is active. We are not soft and hoping for the best here. We're working all of these strong muscles so that we can stand up and dance and grocery shop. Let's do one more. And when you come down, release, and again, stretch your body out. Take up as much space as you want. Wide arms, wide legs. Big, beautiful breath in. And an exhale out. And let's make our way to the side and up to hands and knees. I think I can finally take off my sweater and my socks. Every time I feel anything really about the cold weather, 55 or 46, I just talked to my mom in Maine, and today is 23, wind chill factor 10. So cushion your knees if you'd like. You can curl your toes under. Find your cow pose, inhaling, arching, reaching the chest forward, your heart forward, and then exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Send your hips back toward a child's pose, not full yet. Inhaling, coming back, cow. It's a nice foot stretch if you have the toes curled under. Exhaling, cat. Inhale, cow. Child's pose variation. Exhale. Moving with your breath, finding the cow shape. Cat, cow, and child's pose. Let's do a couple more. Come back to tabletop. This time you'll inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Toes are curled under. Inhale, cow. Downward dog. Exhale. Take a couple of breaths in dog. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. And then we'll come down. Tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Downward dog. Exhale. This time, try to lift your toes. My heels aren't really touching. My Achilles don't like that, so I can still try to lift my toes though. Feel some work in your feet, in your shins, and then let your toes rest. Come back down, tabletop. Inhale, cow. Cat is your exhale. Inhale, cow. Downward dog. This time, lift your heels all the way up to the sky. Shift your feet and drop your heels. So, sideways feet. Outer hip stretch. Inhale, heels to the sky. Exhale, sideways feet the other direction. The other hip. More bliss. We'll go one more time each way, lifting the heels and exhaling, dropping the feet to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Back to center. Inhale. Heels lifted to the sky. Bend your knees a lot. Keep your butt really high. Look between your hands and decide. Some of you love to hop. Some of you, steppity, 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 step. Find your way up to your hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Can hold your elbows or let your arms hang. Maybe even here you bend one leg and then the other. You don't have to be rigid and stuck in the forward fold. You can allow a little bit of wiggling, experiencing the pose. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Yogi's choice. Root down through your feet. Strong in your feet, strong in your legs, strong in your buttocks. Bend your knees and roll up or come up with a long spine. All the way up. Tadasana. Feel your feet grounded. Crown of the head reaching. Tall posture. Pause and breathe here. And we did something similar Monday with balance. Ardha apanasana, but we're standing again, right? For this, it was hugging one knee in, maybe. So choices. Find your drishti. You're looking for a point to look at, and you're in Tadasana, tall spine. Root down through your right leg, and then consider you can bend your left knee and keep the toe or a toe on the ground, or you can lift up. So we were here hugging the leg in when we were lying down a moment ago. Maybe you're going to reach your arms up. And notice the beautiful work that your right leg, your standing leg, is doing from the foot all the way up through the hip. One more breath. And release. Root down through your left. Find the drishti, the one-pointed focus. Bend your right knee. A toe counts. You're balancing already, and you have a chair or a wall handy if you need. Maybe lift the right leg. Maybe hands to heart or arms lifting. When you lift the leg, I should have told you on the other side, I'm a little slow these days. Try not to sneak your pelvis forward, right? We want to stay in Tadasana, head, rib cage, pelvis. So we're using the muscles on the front of the hip to lift the leg. Beautiful breathing here. 2 more breaths. Remembering your smile. And then we release. And let's put that movement with our half sun salutations, shall we? Great idea, Terry. From Tadasana, inhale, lift your left leg, lift your arms. Exhale, release the leg, fold. Halfway up, inhale, folding, exhale. Rising up, inhale, same leg, left leg, lifting. Exhale, lower, hands to heart. Right leg, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale, fold, exhale. When you rise up, right leg, lifting. Exhale, releasing. Okay, left leg, here we go. Lifting, folding, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Same leg as you rise up, reach up, left leg lifts. Exhale to your heart. Right leg. Do what you can. Don't worry if it's messy, that's okay. Life is a bit messy. We'll take one more each leg, or you can be right here, samastitihi, with your breath. Very wobbly today. I think that's another beautiful thing about our practice. It kind of reminds us right where we are and how to find a little compassion and kindness with being right where we are. And release. Samastitihi. Close your eyes. We'll take 3 full breaths here. You can invite your smile. And from the top of your mat, we'll find crescent from chair pose. So here, in fact, let me show. You could use blocks or you could use your chair if balance feels a little wild, or the wall. You always have options because we'll go from chair, make sure my slippery blanket isn't there. from chair, we will step back into crescent. So how great I can have chair, step back to crescent. All right, so you do you. You do you, boo. Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, chair. Feel the chair. Connect to this pose first, Utkatasana. Strong legs, strong buttocks, focused with your breath. And only when you feel steady, you take the right leg and you step back into crescent lunge. If your arms are up and that doesn't feel good, bring your hands to your heart or hands to your thigh. Connect through your front heel and connect through your back toes. Try to shine your back heel up toward the sky. We have 3 more breaths here. Notice what it feels like to be still and be with your breath. Maybe you're wondering when the heck you are getting out of this pose, but we're not in a rush. We come to yoga to unrush. All right, now we have to go back to chair pose, or you can come to stand. But notice first, breathing, centered, stepping to chair, rising up, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair. Another side. Thank goodness, only 2 legs. Strong and centered, focused and breathing. Left leg steps back. Crescent lunge. Arms where you would like them. Maybe on a wall. Even here, we are Tadasana-ish. Rooted down and tall. Grounded through the feet. How is your breath? Two more. Use your strong legs. One more breath. Know where you're going. Know where you're going. Stepping up or to chair. Tadasana or chair. Rising up, rooting down, rising up. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Chair pose, exhale. Right leg back. Taking a twist this time. Make sure you have enough width to stay balanced. This is a wide open twist toward the left leg, twisting. Back to center, reach up. Come back up, chair or Tadasana. Look, it's a wide leg chair. Woo! Remember that from Monday. Hands to heart. All right, starting. Feet under hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair. Left leg back. Give yourself enough width to take a wide twist. Balance. Look, your arms can be lower. It doesn't have to be if your shoulders are suddenly up in your ears. Another breath. And we reach up and you decide Tadasana or chair, root down, rise up, hands to heart. Take a wide stance on your mat. Feel your feet. Oh, I have to turn the heat down. I really feel a little bit like asana or Bikram yoga. Ooh. That comes with age. I didn't ever get this hot in yoga years ago. All right. Feet are wide. Reach your arms out. So maybe your wrists are above your ankles-ish. That's always a measurement, but nothing, not a rule. Bend your left knee, turn your foot out, and bend above the ankle here. Your back leg, foot is parallel or turned in. Warrior two. And we make a little dance with triangle. So from warrior two, straighten your left leg. Take your left arm down and your right arm up. And then bend back. Warrior two. Straightening the leg. Trikonasana, 2 straight legs for that pose. And then bending, warrior two. So we move slowly through these transitions so that we can feel hips and legs working, your torso, your core stuff working, and your breath. Last time, we hold warrior two. Straighten your leg, hold triangle. As you're holding, if it's not enough support with the arm down, bring your fingertips to your shin or your thigh. Please remember, it doesn't matter if your hand is on the ground, if your heart is now collapsing into the ground. So find the open torso, find your triangle from there. It's not as fancy, it's not for the magazine, but it's so good. One more deep breath. Whole body rising up. Release your arms, parallel your feet. Fix your microphone wire. Bend your right knee, turn your leg out. Bend the knee above the ankle and then find the back leg. There's a supportive leg right there too. Back foot turns in or is parallel. Connect first through warrior two. Here it is. Virabhadrasana 2. And then slow motion. I know Monday we did slow, straighten and bend, pinky toe, big toe. We find that same resistance, straightening the leg and tilting into triangle. Bending, warrior two. Straightening into Trikonasana, triangle. Maybe it feels different on this side of your body. Warrior two, hold. Happy shoulders. Strong legs. Rooting through your feet. Even here, lengthening and rising through the crown of your head. Slowly we straighten the right leg. Trikonasana, hold, triangle. Remember, give yourself more support if that feels better. Torso turning, shining bright. One more breath. And we rise up and parallel the feet. Release the arms, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Hands to heart. Take a couple of breaths before we practice Hopasana. So we think about all the strength from our root all the way up through our center. When we take those wide stances to build poses from there, that's kind of an Iyengar way to attempt the pose, we can step out. This is a beautiful way to do it, and you can always do it that way. If you want to start practicing the hop, you bend the knees, but you have to think about basically sucking the earth up into your inner being. Okay? It's no joke because you want to be light as you hop, right? So you can come out and in a couple of times and you can try it. Look, that's not very far, but that's far enough to kind of feel that lifting. And then later it gets a little bit wider. So a little hopasana today. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to introduce that because maybe one day we'll have some hopasana. All right. Here is where you'll want your chair or your wall handy, and we will take standing thread the needle. If you don't want to do that, you can lie down and take thread the needle lying down. We did it earlier, so we'll start with the left leg on top of the right. I'm going to have the seat of the chair close. You may not even need your chair, and that's totally groovy. I'm having it today just in case. Left leg on top, and then we bend. We hinge at the hip. We bend the right knee. One leg, remember the bridge? Lots of work on the left leg. When you look down, you should see your right foot and toes. So you don't want your knee too far forward. Think butt back. You can bring your fingertips to a chair or hands to your heart or arms reaching forward. Find a little more weight in your right heel. Oh my goodness, balance is wild. Breathing and smiling. And pushing down, rising up, releasing. Hello, hello leg. Let's do the other side. Right ankle on top. Ooh, this side's already exciting. Bending the knee, hinging at the hips like you're going to sit back, but the chair keeps scooting back. Woo! Balancing, using all the support you need or a combo. Oh, this side is so different. Hands to heart or arms reaching. Breathing, 2 more breaths. Big smile. Big. Big. And slowly, slowly come up and release. All right. You can take your chair out of the way, and we'll come down in one of my favorite ways. You can have your feet about hip distance. Let your head chin toward chest, a little bend in the knees, arms hang, and we roll down little by little, stretching all the beautiful muscles that help support your spine, rolling down little by little. And crawling out into downward facing dog. Notice if it feels any different than earlier. 2 more breaths here. And then you'll come down. Let yourself float back into a child's pose variation that feels good to you. Forehead all the way down to your mat, or you can be on your forearms, knees as wide as feels good. Maybe big toes touching. You can open your mouth and stretch out your face. And one more deep breath here. And then you'll make your way onto your mat, have your head support, and have your pillows handy. And we'll come down and let the legs and arms float up. Resting bug. You can just do a little gentle wiggle or let the limbs float around, or you can be still. Feel your spine supported on your mat, on the earth. And bring your arms down. Bring your heels together and turn your feet out. We have ballerina legs now. Heels touch. Push them together. Keep your feet turned out. Push your heels together and then bend your knees. Keep your heels together the whole time, bending. And then push the heels together to straighten the legs. Inner thighs, hips, even some core, but not your face. Pressing the heels together, bending the knees, and then straightening the legs. One more time, really push, 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 push and bend, push and bend. And last part, going up, pushing. And release, grab your pillows. Soles of your feet come to touch, and the pillows support your thighs all the way up by your hip joint. So this feels good and restorative. This is not an active variation. We just did the active work by bending the knees. And you'll set yourself up in Supta Baddha Konasana. Your arms could be out in a T or in a cactus arm, or even hands on your belly. You decide, and then bring your awareness to your breath. Allow yourself to be supported for these moments. This is tricky for us. We like to do it all. Just do less right here. Just be, just be. If you feel 1,000,000% content here, you could allow this to be your shavasana. Otherwise, and slowly, 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 legs come together. You can straighten them out over your cushions. Add whatever you need to be cozy, a blanket or whatever it is, making yourself comfortable, remembering our journey from big toes to the crown of your head. And now we will make our way back down, just bringing your awareness to the crown of your head, the top of your forehead, space between your eyebrows, your smile, your throat, heart center, navel, base of your spine, mid thighs, knees, calves, ankles, big toes, shavasana. If you would like to rest longer, please do. Or you can invite a deeper breath Let your whole body inhale and your whole body exhale. Wiggling toes, fingers, and once more, reaching the arms up and over, stretching your body front, sides, and back. Bend your knees and roll on to one side into fetal pose. Checking in, noticing how you feel after your practice. And bringing yourself up to sit. Bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. You can bow your head in and invite a smile. Smiling is the most basic kind of peace work. We can do this. Thank you for sharing your practice.